welcome back to my channel if you're returning, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Ryan. It's very nice to have you here. In today's video, I am just going to be doing my setup of my July 2022 budget, and this is in my new Erin Condren monthly planner. I use the monthly planners for my budgeting, and look at how cute this cover is. I did a whole video about how I'm going to be setting up this planner. If that's already up, I'll have it linked down below. But in this video, we're just going to be setting up month of July. So, I'm not going to do anything on this page. I don't think I'm really going to do much of anything on this page. So, we're just going to start here. So, I'm just going to use this like coral Erin Condren pen. So on this page, it's going to be monthly goals. And then something new that I am doing is on the bottom half, I'm going to be doing monthly to-dos. So I'm not going to fill this in. I'm going to wait until June is actually over just to kind of like reflect and see where I stand. So actually I'm going to keep this folded over. So on this page, whoops, there's these 3 boxes, and on this box, normally I can see like where the lines are, but the lighting in this room is not the best. So I'm just gonna eyeball it. So this section would be for my credit scores. Good and important. I don't think there's a whole lot that's coming up that's going to like be super important. Actually, July 1st or July 4th is on a Monday, which I don't work Mondays, so we're good. That's not gonna affect me for work really. So just gonna leave that like that, and then financial goals, which I will fill in at the end of this month. So this is going to be where I put my financial goals for the month. And then I like to do monthly highlights. And then I use this section sometimes for like savings trackers, like if I have a specific goal, or like savings challenges, but I don't know if I'm actually going to fill this in yet. So I'm just going to turn the page because this is really just like my rough like setup. And on this first notes page will be my July budget. So I'm going to start up here for income. This is actually going to get in my way, so I'm going to have to take it out. So income. And then, so I track the different types of ways that I get paid individually. So tips, tip outs that I receive from servers, my paychecks, from my shop. I do have an Etsy shop. I will have it linked down below. And then other. And then I'm just gonna go straight down. So this will be total, my income, and then I'm going to skip a space, and then expenses. And then for savings, my reunion trip, my 10-year reunion is this year. I'm going to Tennessee for it. I'm just going to write in what my budget is for these different categories. And this will be actual. And then this will be the plus or minus if I'm over or under. I'm going to just fill out my expenses because those don't change a whole lot. That is a lot. I am definitely keeping my expenses low this upcoming month as much as I possibly can. Alright, now for like actual income budget. So I was gonna put about 50 for my shop. Don't want to do too much, but I just kind of, you know, guesstimate about 50. And then for tips, this is where this stuff comes in. For budgeting my tips, because I do work only certain days of the week, I do my budgeting a little different. So I look back 3 months before the month that I'm budgeting for, and I average what I made in tips and tip outs for that, like the individual shifts that I worked, and then I average like what my daily average is for like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I haven't done my average for June. So I averaged $83 on Thursdays. Shifts in April was 86 in May. Oops. And then 60 in June. So 229 divided by 3. So about 76. And then for tip outs, then for Fridays. So there are 4 Thursdays, 5 Fridays, 5 Saturdays, and 5 Sundays in June. So for tips over here, I'm going to say $13.50. Just to lowball it a little bit. And put tip outs. For tip outs, I'm going to say about $8.50. And then paychecks, I just average whatever my last 4 were. So there are my last few. And then I only have 2 paychecks. I'm gonna say 400 because my last one was unusually high. So $13.50, $8.50, $400, $50, $800. Okay, I'll get to this here in a bit. So right off the bat, I can tell you I'm putting 0 on my budget for other, because right now I'm really only focusing on emergency fund and reunion trip. Now, if I have the funds available to start another savings fund, then I will, and that's where I'll fill it into the actual. But for these other 2, I'm just going to add up the amount that I have budgeted for my tips, my tip outs, and my paychecks. I'm not going to include other because that goes directly towards rent, and then for my shop that goes towards my business. So it's $2,600, and then multiply that by 3. Multiply that by 0.3. Correct. I can't type things in correctly. Alright, so let's try this again. $13.50 plus $8.50 plus 400, 2,600 times 0.3. That's 30%. I put 30% of my income towards savings. So that's a total of $780. And I'm just going to divide that by 2 because I'm splitting my emergency fund and my reunion trip. So $390 towards emergency fund and $390 towards my reunion trip. Alright, so that is it for this side. I'm gonna click back in and then go back in with my marker. This page is going to be my tip tracker. Then have a section for the date. for position. This really only mattered a whole lot when I was working some shifts as a server, other shifts as a bartender. Now I'm entirely working bar shifts, but just in the off chance that I pick up a serving shift, I can tell what pay rate I'm at because I make a different amount serving as I do for bartending. So position, then tips, and then tip outs, total, then hours. And I just go all the way down the page with the exception of for the first two columns. So I skipped the bottom line there. I don't know if you can see that. And then right here, I take this one all the way down to the bottom, because then at the end of the month I like to total out everything. So this page is going to be for my cash envelopes, as is this page. And then also the next page. And if I need to go onto this page, I can, but I don't think I'm going to need to. And then on this out of the way. Actually, no, I'm just gonna close it up and put it underneath. So I'm gonna put bills, and then I'm gonna kind of like fill in the big ones. I have a really cool landlord, and he gets that basically everybody in the house, we're all, for the most part, service industry. So he lets us break up our rent. We pay half on the first, and then the other half plus utilities on the 15th. I'm not really going to worry too much about my subscriptions for right now, because as long as these are taken care of, we're good. And then priorities are just like the to-do list, so I don't think there's anything in particular going on in July. Let me double check. No, just Independence Day, which may or may affect this weekend here, but I'm not sure, because I put on the first weekend of the month being slow anyway because everybody else has to pay rent. Okay, so nothing that I really think of. Oh, I do have to buy my plane tickets sometime in July. So that is good there. Let's go back here. Alrighty, and that's it for now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's probably a little long. Sorry about all the jumps and cut. If you did like this video, please be sure to give it a like. If you are interested in seeing some of my upcoming videos where I am actually, tracking my finances, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you are updated as soon as I post those videos. Tell me down in the description like what you use your Erin Condren monthly planners for, or if you don't have the Erin Condren monthly planner, what would you use it for? I'm really curious to know like what other people do with these planners, because one of the ladies at the store was kind of surprised when I told her that I use mine for budgeting and tip tracking. So now I'm interested to know what like other people use theirs for, because to me this is like perfect for budgeting. But that's it for this video, and until next time, I hope you guys are having a great day, a great night, a great whenever you happen to be watching this video. Y'all take care. See you in the next one. Bye.